Where the hood? Where the hood? Where the hood at? Well, there technically. The hood of the car is there. Although in England we would call that a bonnet, because we're all up our own thing. We're all 20 quainty tweed. I mean, neither of them really made sense, but the one I was going for made slightly more sense. Did you know in England you can say it's 20 past tweed and that's a real sentence? No one will look at you funny. Anyway, it's day 3 finally, and we've got stuff to do as soon as I can remember it. What's that about? 16 book psychological realism. That feels like a bit much for where my head's at. Hello chaps, you weren't here before. Have you fixed the thing? You have. Good-o. Can I really not talk to anyone? Seems odd. Fixing the world one water lock at a time. If you say so.
A rusting control panel with loose wires dangling out from the hole where an indicator light used to be, and a mechanical lever sitting in the middle.
Well, there's only one thing to do. Leave. No.
A rusting
pull the lever. You gonna talk about that? Or, no, the water lock control panel has no voice actor. You grab the handle and pull the lever up. As soon as the metal connects against the contact pins, you hear a loud clunk. Then, game over.
The water lock starts moving.
Oh, you did that bit. That's what that does.
Okay, if we ever need to get to the coast, then this is the way. But please, contain your wanderlust for now. I don't want us to get sidetracked, not with everything that's going on.
Right, right.
Focus on one thing. Achieve it, then the next, he thinks. That's the task chain.
Yes, definitely not getting sidetracked. I think that's a good idea. Kim, I think we should focus on the here and now, where we are, and... oh, I guess I'm going over here. The radio relay hums with electricity. See, isn't this much more interesting already, Kim? Look, so much stuff over here. Look, there's a oh, I've got a purple and a yellow. Traffic beyond the gate, more abandoned motor lorries. How exciting. And some magnesium just lying in a brick. The sign says no entry. Someone scribbled an inverted star on it. Alright. Oh, some more sunglasses. Jamrock Biker Cop Sunnies. Apparently they give you empathy, but less logic. How do you figure that? Can't even see it with our fancy visor. I'm gonna go back to these ones, honestly, because they, yeah, logic's fucked for us. So there's really no saving that. Oh, since we're over here now, there might be new tear to collect. So we should have our trusty bag ready. Hello, hello. What's all this then? Someone has broken down the fence and the barbed wire. See, one I could forgive, but... oh, hello. Got reds going off. The wind is corralled by the 4-story buildings around this yard. Okay. The swing is missing. No one's been here for a long time.
Rust peels off the bent iron posts of the swing. The wind whistles through the skeleton of the small house behind you. There's desolation everywhere.
What happened here?
In this yard?
The lieutenant looks at the small building. A flock of grey swallows takes off in the distance.
Someone thought they could have a summer house in a bloc obscur. For cheap. It didn't work out. They abandoned it about a decade ago.
What's a bloc obscur?
A black bloc. A part of the city left unrenovated after the war. Or one that has fallen to gang violence. Or has become inhospitable in some other way.
So this part of the coast is a bloc obscur?
Practically, it's not an official term in any way, but look around. No sewage, broken power lines, crime, drunks. Life is tough in the blocks. It's no place to build a summer house.
Maybe they left something useful behind.
Yes, for you to scavenge like a post-apocalyptic scavenger who collects trash and errant magnesium blisters.
How did you guess, Kim? It's like you've known me for years. You've got me down to a T.
It's not meant as nagging, just an observation.
Well, good, because nagging is for naggers.
We should move. I don't think we will solve the murder with forays into the urban hinterland, at least in this phase of the investigation.
You don't know that, Kim. See, there's money here already. This was already worthwhile. 50 real. That's 50 more than nothing we had. Oh my god, it's payday. We could buy a whole nothing with that. Glory, says the graffito, to the ghosts of us. Alright. Someone has left their music collection beneath the tarpaulin. Tape, smallest church in Saint-Saëns. I've got a tape. And here's some tear. It's all coming up my house. I think that's everything here. Hopefully it's just on my end, but that ambience feels quite loud. I'm trying to speak up a bit to I don't know. I'm sure it will fade off. I wonder if it's as copyrightable as the main theme in the main square. Didn't seem like it would be. Like I say, it seems more ambience than a tune. A breaker box to power the radio pylon above you. Maybe there's something inside. Money inside the breaker box. That doesn't really follow, but I'm not going to question it. Well, this place is dandy. A creaking ahead, a broken axle grinding. Alright. There's a boat tucked away underneath the tarpaulin cover. Lots of hidden tarpaulin things. Footprints in the snow. They lead away from the accident. What accident? Seems the walker was either very confused or drunk out of his mind. Uh-oh. What accident? Uh-oh. Oh no. What am this? Banged up fuel canister. That was my nickname back in high school. Anyway. A bottle drained of all its booze is frozen to the ice. I don't like where this is going. Money though. That was probably just my money to begin with. I mean, I have no idea who could be responsible for this.
The scene of the party. The fire pit. Cigarettes and empty bottles all evidence it.
Hold up, don't you mean the scene of the crime? Yeah, sure does look like a lot of folks partied here.
Looks like they were here a while, judging from all the bottles. The sunken motor carriage provided them a focal point, like a goose ice sculpture or a chocolate fountain.
Yeah, maybe it did. Hey Kim, looks like we've had a couple of partygoers here.
Looks like it.
Oh, and daylight just came through. Looks like they had a great time laughing here. This was some kind of theatre to them. A circus? It's a fucking circus? Y8? A circus production by a great clown. Was this party against the law? On the ice like this, it was probably a public danger. No, it was all clowny goof fun.
Hey, let's keep moving, detective.
Moving? No, I have a feeling we're about to stand here and have a lengthy conversation. Hang on, hang on, I've got two things going at once here.
Submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking into the Insulindian Ocean.
What do I do about that?
The cabin top, rear wheels, and the engine remain visible.
What do I do about that? Is that going to go away? Can I click that? The ice just off the edge of the screen. Fuck. Okay. Hopefully that wasn't anything important. The ice just off the... just off the grill. I don't know. Whatever.
It must be cold and lonely down there in the icy water.
Maybe.
The seawater has already started to corrode the metalworks.
This is where the tracks on the plaza were leading to. Yes, if I hadn't failed that fucking fence thing multiple times, that would have explained some of this.
It appears to be so.
The lieutenant has a peculiar look in his eyes as he inspects the wreckage. Let's investigate.
I agree. We should definitely investigate.
His eyes never leave the sunken vehicle.
You get a sudden sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep, dark, cold water.
What excellent synchronization. Stomach acid came up in my mouth just then as well. But not because of this, because of the Lucozade I just downed. I'm trying to be awake for this. Anyway, run your hand over the cold metal. Sure, why not? What's the worst that could happen? Tetanus?
The motor carriage is properly stuck in the ice. Getting it out would require a team of specialists.
Buggers, that's what we don't have.
A single day in the salty seawater would ruin most vehicles, but this one looks worn even in places the salt water hasn't touched it. Rust, moss, and sea life have already claimed it for themselves and initiated a slow decomposition process.
What is the make of this MC? Can I see a logo?
The logo is too deep in murky water. You can't make it out, but you do see a monkfish float by.
Oh, well, that's nice. How long has it been here?
The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
Oh. Who else was here around last Saturday or Sunday? Could have been a lot of people, couldn't it? Well. Look, no, that was one too many. Looks like Jacob Irwin's journey came to an abrupt end here. That's reference to something that I don't even remember now.
Your mocking tone finds no response, but the motion of the waves.
Enough gloating, this is serious. Yet another case of the engine displacement triumphing over the driver's IQ. Yes, rub your chin. Crazy recklessness. Did you say something, Lieutenant?
I did not. But I'd say it has been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
Alright then, what should we do?
Let's wait for the low tide and see what's inside.
How long will it take for the low tide to come in?
I don't know. An hour or two, tops?
Oh. Let's sit on the swing and wait for the tide to recede.
As you sit down in the old, rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent. The hinges creak under your weight, dangerously so. Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea.
It looks very blue. Whistle a tune. We haven't got a great chance of this, but I'm also interested to see if I can fail this. What happens if you fail to whistle? I guess it's just like that sort of thing, isn't it? Give it a go.
The tune on
Of course we
lips
fucking
forms a
succeed.
strange, yet undeniably beautiful contrast with the surrounding bleakness.
Of course we succeed on something as meaningless and pointless as that. Alright.
The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. Then, still looking straight ahead, he joins you with a higher-pitched and slightly more melodic trill.
Well, apparently whistling heals your morale. Maybe that's why people do it so often. I've never noticed that myself.
The wind blows. In the distance, behind the church, some vagrants are having an argument over a bag of tear they found in the reeds. Further away, a flock of seagulls lands. The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed. Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, these are our topics for discussion. So was your dad also, you know, point to your eyes? Really? Really? We doing that? The tide sure is taking its sweet time. Would you rather sit on an anthill for an hour or stand in a river of leeches? I'm going to have a drink. Actually, that's pointless because the time will just go and it will be a waste. I guess we have embraced fascism and all its stupid accompaniments, so...
I'm pretty sure I told you already, didn't I? My dad and mom are both half-Serlite.
Cool. I don't know who my mum or my dad was.
Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
Oh no. All I'm saying is I'm surprised people's skin colour varies so drastically. Fucking hell. Half an hour and that's like the... If you have to side with either the strikers or the shipping company, who would you choose? Do you think I will ever find my gun? Man, this has taken a long time. What isn't though is it's what's it? I feel like we had breakthroughs imminent on both of our things. All right, time for our hypocrite head to explode. Is he gonna snap? Can Kim snap?
Once again, differences in skin color are the result of melanin production, liver functions, regional adaptation, and various other factors.
Yes. I hope my mum isn't dead. I mean, I do hope that.
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
Can you make out the mark now? Mark you? Squint your eyes and say, is that a number on the side?
Yes, 41. What do you think it stands for?
41 is his rank in the underground street racing hierarchy. Small fish, this one. This must be Tommy 41, the morning host of FM 41. Looks like the factory made a mistake and accidentally called this one Capri 41. Stupid factory. I hate guessing. District something, a precinct, something municipal. You're getting a horrible headache. Oh god, no. It's obviously the host Tommy 41. Morning host of FM 41.
Right. Or 41 is the number of a police precinct? Your precinct.
I mean, maybe, but I mean, which is more likely here?
A massive pit opens up in your stomach, and the most terrible feeling comes over you.
Oh no.
You feel like you're about to faint and fall off the swing. Your hands get clammy, and the air tastes sour to breathe. Oh God, Harry. Oh God, Harry. What did you do?
Don't you be surprised, Half-Light. You're not normally surprised.
No. Just no. Say no to this, Harry.
No, no. Oh my god, it's mine. I drove my car into the sea. What, can I put it off?
Yes, your car is in the sea. Face it, so we can start dealing with this.
No, it's just a coincidence.
The lieutenant just shakes his head.
Oh my god, it's mine. I drove my car into the sea.
I'm afraid so, yes.
Well,
It looks like you drove your police motor carriage into the sea after you jumped across a canal.
well, there goes the morale I got from whistling. I can still fix it. It's still good. It's fine. They're not going to take me back after this, are they? The badge, the gun, and now this? How do we get it out? Maybe I was in pursuit of someone.
Of whom? I don't think so. If anything, you were probably drunk.
Okay, so maybe I was in pursuit of sobriety.
Probably. Try definitely.
Don't you start. I can still fix it.
That is very unlikely. All the electrics are toast. That goes for the electromagnetic steering and brake systems as well.
I don't know how you build cars in this universe, but if you're making them out of toast, then obviously it's not going to last very long.
You'd be lucky to find one undamaged component in there. In a few months, there will be nothing but rust left of this vehicle. It'll be cheaper to buy a new one. Well, not cheaper. This motor carriage costs 40,000 real. But in the long run, it still makes more sense to buy a new machine than try to refurbish this.
I don't have that kind of money. People are going to be angry at me, aren't they? In Precinct 41. This is a disaster.
Let's face it, this is a substantial loss to your district's budget. I mean, my station only has 4 other vehicles in addition to my kinema.
Oh, God.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and doesn't say anything.
Fuck.
There is also a fourth thing you've lost.
Wait, there is? A fourth thing? Is it my dignity?
More precious than the gun, the badge, and the motor carriage combined. Lost forever into the deepest of seas.
My memory? My liver? I don't know. They're not going to take me back after this, are they?
People are more valuable than machines. Training a police officer is even more costly.
He's trying to cheer you up now.
People, yes, but not you.
Whose side are you on, Half-Light? I thought you were my weird friend. How do we get it out?
Detective, we don't. A rescue operation really isn't viable at this point.
Feck.
It's sunken too deep. There is no access ramp to the coast.
So it's just going to be there, like that.
I'm afraid it will have to be there like that for many years. Look at it. Parts of it might be salvageable, but overall, this machine is a write-off.
You're a write-off. Sorry, I didn't mean that. I'm under a lot of pressure.
Yes. Let's go take a look.
Ow. At least I've got communism.
Indirect.
Oh, okay,
methods
it's
of
this one first.
taxation.
Shouldn't have been really, because we started this one late. Maybe
Turns out those financial
didn't take us
oversight
long.
committee gangsters stuffed millions of hard-earned dividends away in the last place anyone thought to look. The hearts and minds of everyday Rivasholians. You need to spread that deregulation gospel to the people. Tell them about that foreign fair tax. Preach that 98% gross burden. Preach it, preacher man. Set the brothers free. Taxes are racist.
I thought this was meant to be a breakthrough. It still doesn't make any fucking sense. Oh god. Ultra liberal dialogue options give you money. Give +1 real. Holy shit, that's super good. -1 empathy. Thinks he's a hustler or something. Well, that's fine. Who needs empathy when you've got money?
Mazovian socio-economics.
Okay, here we go.
0.000% of communism has been built. Evil child-murdering billionaires still rule the world with a shit-eating grin. All he has managed to do is make himself sad. He is starting to suspect Krasmazov fucked him over, personally, with his socio-economic theory. It has, however, made him into a very smart boy with something like a university degree in truth. Instead of building communism, he now builds a precise model of this grotesque, duplicitous world.
That also didn't make a huge amount of sense, but left-wing dialogue options now give you 4 XP. -1 visual calculus. Okay, well, fuck. That's completely gone then. Reaction everywhere. -1 authority. Downtrodden inver communist. Right. We've achieved maximum cognitive dissonance, I think. So wait, what? Those bonuses seem way better than the ones that fascism gave us. That just gives us morale damage and makes us more alcoholic. Yeah, okay, there's clear winners here then, isn't there? Yeah, could do some of those other ones, but we probably need to swerve back into putting points into actual skills now, especially since we've lost a bunch from that. Yeah. All right. Let's have another look at this car. It's my badge. It's the RCM badge, Lieutenant Fr Dubois. RCM Commander's jacket. Is that my jacket? Oh, so before I just found my coat, but now I got my jacket. A black uniform jacket with RCM's signature white rectangle on its right sleeve and backside. Letters inside the collar read Lieutenant 2 FR. The jacket is of exceptional quality other than some minor wear and tear. No, I don't like it. Yeah, I guess this is all still kind of the best stuff, really. For what we want to go for. I could put on some pants if I really need to, but who says we need to? My badge. Thick blue piece of acrylic covering a thin leaf of paper with the officer's name and rank on it. Next to the writing you see a man stare back at you, a younger version of you, already disintegrating inside but still presentable on the outside. A
police badge on which you see the photo of a man. You. Some seaweed is stuck to the back.
I found my seaweed, my badge.
At least something good came out of all this.
Yeah. Study the badge or leave, or study the badge or leave. Is that bug? That doesn't seem... You can leave or you can leave. I don't... What's the... Alright.
Encased between 2 durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information and a watermark in the shape of the street grid of Revachol West. You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue, and in the lower right corner, your precinct.
Look at the photo.
The man keeps winking at you with his green-grey eyes. The photo is old, no doubt about that.
How old?
8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns.
And he's winking why?
What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression, although it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now. It looks better on him because he isn't in as much pain while producing it as you are now. Although there's already a hint of that pain, certainly. Don't be fooled. The bad times have already begun. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
Name Harrier Dubois.
Harrier? That's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Evrard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't.
Wait, what kind of name is Harrier? But I don't want to be Harrier Dubois. Don't accept it. Harrier Dubois it is then. Accept it. Strange, it doesn't say Raphael Ambrosius Costo. That again, I don't really want to go with that. But I don't want to be Harrier Dubois either. What kind of name is Harrier?
It's a wartime name. Revolutionary. The kind mothers give their sons during troubled times. Like Undying or Boxer or Ironhide.
It doesn't sound like any of those three though. Those sound distinct.
It's meant to keep you safe.
Well, that worked, didn't it?
From bullets, hunger, shrapnel, kidnappings, and worse.
Well, that worked, didn't it? Well, to be fair, I've not been shot, hungered. I've probably... Hungered? Never mind. I don't want to be Harrier Dubois.
Why? It's a cool name. I like it.
Well, you have it then.
Besides, you're Harry anyway. No one's ever called Harrier.
The badge in your hands shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information.
Do you actually like my name, Kim, or are you just saying it because you're trying to get me back into the policeman business? Rank Lieutenant Sec -2 FR, what the fuck?
Lieutenant W. Freighter.
You afraid? What?
The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant.
And W Freighter?
The title of Freighter is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. In your case, captain. You have declined twice, thus you're W Freighter.
Declined?
There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's décomptage might be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors out of respect. And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank, in your case, lieutenant.
What's a décomptage? Décomptage? What's all this French then?
Décomptage is the hierarchical system employed by the Revachol citizens' militia. It means counting down to twos. The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Then there are the patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenants, then a captain. That's basically it, except for a few kings.
What kinks?
Kings like satellite officers and the additional freighter rank I already explained.
Well, that's fine then, we don't kink shame here.
The long and short of it is, you're his superior.
Am I? Wait, satellite officers? Do they float around in space?
You are given the title of satellite officer if your partner is quickly promoted through the ranks and you rise with him. You don't seem to be a satellite.
So you've been putting up with me because we're of the same rank? Thanks for explaining all this. So you've been putting up with all my bullshit because I'm your superior?
No, I've been putting up with you because despite an unconventional approach, you are doing good police work. It matters more than driving your motor carriage into the sea. And now we've even found your badge.
Still, he doesn't trust you completely.
I wouldn't. I thought my rank was drunk.
Yes, apparently you've had a rather successful career in the past, and this leads me to believe maybe your current situation is only temporary.
Thanks, that gives me hope. I'm afraid there are no ex-alcoholics. I don't want to get better, I want to get worse.
I don't really know how to respond to that, Lieutenant W. Freighter.
Oh. Hug me, Kim. I'm sad.
Such a small yet precious thing. Expensive paper caught between thick plastic, like a fly in amber. It reads.
Maybe the serial number will be less depressing.
That's just the serial number. Revachol, Jamrock, Precinct 41, with some numbers thrown in there for good measure.
Are they good numbers? Are they fun numbers? Will the numbers hug me, Kim? Date of issue, 7th of November, 50.
4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to the rank of Lieutenant W. Freighter. A new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been doing well then.
That's surprising.
The pain in your chest tells you you were working yourself to death to earn that rank. The case created a lot of edge you have to take off. The death march really gets us going. A lot can happen in 4 months, especially in winter. The winters are never easy on you. Of that you are sure.
I remember that time!
The tie around your neck feels tight suddenly.
That was a good time! We had a good work-drink balance going! What happened, man? Pump it up!
Always nice to hear from you, Horrific Necktie. The ancient reptilian brain seemed to chip in as well there for the odd bit. I wonder, it's weird how inconsistent some of this is, like, and because of the several bugs we've been coming across, I'm wondering if there are a lot of lines that are supposed to be voiced and they're just not triggering. Or maybe it is just inconsistent, because, I mean, both are possible. You know, you couldn't really criticize too much if it was the latter, because there is just, and the more I've heard from other people playing this, there is an obscene amount of writing in this game. Like, if you have these skills up to like about 9 or something, apparently you're just bombarded with it constantly. Encyclopedia is like the worst one, I think, because that just gives you, you know, background info on everything, whether you want it or not. Precinct 41.
Yes, it's the designation of your precinct. 41. Like mine says 57. The 57th is mostly industrial harbor. A lot of asphalt. The 41st is...
What? Shit?
It's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is.
Oh.
But then again, it's a legendary district, and a hell of a station too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdiayeva.
Especially that last one, if you have to pronounce his name often. Or her.
He knew all those people, although they're not from his station. They must be big. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate
Put
it.
the badge away. Okay. We also got this. The tape you found from a shack on the coast. The A side has the smallest church in something on it, written on it, while the B side is supposed to contain the instrumental version. Requires a boombox to play. We have a boombox. Can we do that right now? There's no reason why we couldn't.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reel's attached to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader.
Well, as long as this doesn't make me feel more depressed. Press play on the tape.
You press the large button marked Commencer, and the tape starts spinning. There's a small delay before the song starts playing.
Press your ear against the speaker. Tinnitus isn't a real thing.
It sounds like someone's moving in the room, getting comfortable. Then the organ starts playing a simple, melancholic tune, echoing in the hallway, a lone singing voice joins in, telling you about the tiniest church in Cessons, surrounded by even tinier yard. You almost feel the seaside mist on your skin. It's mega sad.
Oh no. Seems like I even got the first half of that wrong. Sing-songs? I can't. I'm English, what do you want? Can't do a French accent.
Within seconds you know, this is the one. The real shit you've been looking for. The one you trust your room to that Claudia told you about. Perform it.
I will perform it.
A click, then silence for a bit. Then the tape stops spinning.
Could I sing this for karaoke? I think I could sing this. No, I couldn't. It's too sad. I might cry and trash the room again. Scratch that, I'm already crying, and I look dumb and old. No, I could sing this for karaoke. And that's the perfect time to then break out into my doomsday speech. Once you've got them all hooked on a pop melody.
Of course you could sing this. You could take sad to a whole new level with this. And you already know the lyrics since you've listened to it like a million times. Yup, they're all here. All 3 verses.
Thanks, Encyclopedia.
And the B-side of the tape contains the instrumental version. It's like the world itself is telling you to do it. Only one obstacle stands on your way.
No, it doesn't. Nothing can stop me now.
Gart. You have to convince Gart to let you sing karaoke in the whirling.
Oh.
After you've won him over, you can express yourself. Let the pain out. Make everyone understand. The lieutenant looks at you as you remove the tape from the boombox. He doesn't say anything.
He was just there for that whole little episode. Whether I started crying or not, he's not gonna ask too many questions about it. Probably one of the least insane things I've done. Especially compared to what we're standing next to. Is that everything from the car then? Could be. What about over here? Another boat. The underside of the boat has recently been tarred. Fisherman shacks. Quick travel unlocked. Quick travel? That feels like a new thing. I don't remember that being a thing. A wetting stone, well worn and covered in rust. White curtains have been drawn shut. No looking in. A thing on the floor. Cinder blocks, charred. A makeshift fire pit with magazines for lighting. There's also this thing. Trousers. +1 to Kingdom of Conscience. You see dust-covered linens, dried tulips on a bed. I forget what Kingdom of Conscience is now. What? Hang on a minute, am I blind? We just... Yeah, see what I was saying about bugs. Okay, that does work then. Moralist pants. Tailored trousers in light brown, moderate in every respect. They're absolutely unremarkable. In other words, perfect. Uh-oh.
These are some wonderfully regular pants. Not too tight, not too loose, moderate in every sense. You'll blend right in at some pleasant dinner party.
I like regular normal things. No, not in this playthrough. It's a fashion faux pas. Discard the thought and the pants.
Let's hope no one saw you wearing those outrageously regular, almost moralist pants.
Yeah, God forbid. We are not moral, we are insane. We are not regular, we are pantsless. Hello? Sounds of life in the north. A washboard scrubs filth from the fabric. Is that the sound of life? Through the broken glass, dusty shelves and a forgotten chair. My favourite. Oh, we can go in here. Is that my boombox going off because we entered a new area? A cold breeze is enough to make the wall planks creak. Chair. You see a dark red chair in the dim light of the room.
It's only a red chair. Just a red chair in an empty shack, with what looked like a dusty bow tie on the shelf. Nothing to see here, right?
No, there is something to see here. Sounds like we need to investigate it then.
Investigate the blood red chair? You're going to leave it alone, Harry. That's what you're going to do.
Is it?
You suddenly feel afraid of the chair. It looks like blood is peeling off it.
See, having played this before, that always happens, and I don't know what apparent skill you need to get anything more out of that. Every playthrough I've done... Okay, hang on, we need to turn this fucking boombox up. As I was saying, every time I've played this game, I've not been able to get much further with whatever is going on with this chair and this room. It's always just that. A scary chair and a bow tie. Maybe there is nothing more, but I mean, knowing this game, there probably is. But I just don't know what you need to get that questline going. Another postcard though. The postcard depicts a forest of smokestacks releasing fat plumes of smoke into blue cloudless sky. The tinge of age, the colour of old teeth, gives it a sickly look. Surely it should be yellow then. If your teeth are going blue, I don't know what's going on if that's the case. Written on the back is a single sentence repeated twice. I got out, I got out. No addressee. And then the bow knot that we could wear. And that would give us +2 in drama. But then we wouldn't have our horrific necktie. So that ain't happening. We do have a point though. As in a skill point, not a rational point. What to put it into? What do we want our highest thing to be? I guess it'd be easy to get physical instrument up to like 9 or something. Let's get it up to 8 and leave it there for a while. I also heard that even numbers might be how this works in the sort of background of it. Yeah. Now we can smash the red chair. No, we can't. Maybe we'll be able to pick up, drag our smashed car out of the icy lake now with our Hulk strength. We won't. Hello, yellow dot person. Oh, and a bucket. We'll look at the bucket first. Nice. What are these doing in the fish? What do you mean, what? Oh. Franco-Nigerian cavalry boots. They might actually be useful to wear. Perception is something we kind of want more of. Yes, and they make us look even worse. Cool. This boat is flowing freely in the water, unmoored. There's a box. Money. Also, why is my phone going off when I thought I had it on silent? I didn't have it on silent. That's why it was going off. The planks creak beneath your weight. You fat man. The ladder leads to a school of fish swimming in the kelp. You fat man. I might be reading into this a bit too much. Hello, person.
Hi, officer.
Oh, okay. Lillian, I guess. The net picker. A woman in a raincoat. I'm wearing a raincoat too. We have so much in common. Stands on the quay, considering an overturned boat. A sword in a scabbard hangs from her hip.
Anything I can help you with?
That depends. Where are we exactly?
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium.
Why is it called Elysium?
The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place.
The wind rattles her earrings. I have questions. The first is, what's your name?
The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions. And that was actually the second one.
Ask her about the cool sword. Helps to break the ice.
Can it actually help break some ice though? Nice sword. Does it come with a story?
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks mostly.
Hold on, do you know how to use it?
Not really. I know some basic moves, and I know it sure as hell beats a knife when you're in a tough spot.
Fair.
But not when you're in a tight spot.
Also fair. It is imposing. Isn't that what guns are for?
Guns are expensive and fragile, I think. Besides, I got kids. Can't have guns around them, and sometimes a sharp blade is enough to keep folks at bay.
Why do you need intimidation tactics?
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
Can I borrow that sword?
No, I'm afraid not. Tempting to confiscate the blade I used to keep these animals in check. It would put me in an early grave.
No, I just wanted to swing it around like a loon. Why don't more women arm themselves if it's so effective?
What makes you think we haven't? The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and too dull for that.
Okay, I see.
That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them. Like anyone falls for that.
Yeah, some people fall for it.
That does not go for real men. It does not go for you. Show her. Show her the wonder.
Oh dear. I regret putting that point into you now, physical instrument. This is not what I meant when I said...
Coach means the expression.
Oh no. I don't want to flirt with this woman. I want to leave her alone. True, most people I've met are scared. I'm a proper man, believe me. Point to the expression on your face. Find someone else to laugh at. I'm not a clown. Do you like it?
Sure. It looks as if you could face down any horror in the world with that same unchanging grin. It's like a shield.
Yeah, sword and shield.
The traces of her laughter are still there, in her eyes, fading fast.
See, that's how you got to do it. Apparently. You know, do you ever start a sentence and then realise you've got nothing? Like you go, this will go somewhere, and then it just doesn't. Yeah. Anyway, so where are all the men now?
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Wait, why if they're thick-headed?
Guess I enjoyed the way he bled.
Her expression doesn't change. It's hard to say if it's a joke.
If it is, then why the melancholy?
Where's your husband now?
Gone.
Gone where? Gone? Coward. I would never leave anyone. we're not playing a playthrough with any semblance of tact. So,
good for you. He, however, was lost to the waves. It's been quite a while now.
that's bad. Yes, well done. What happened? Oh, say no more. Wait for her to continue. He died. Was he murdered? I've been trying to work out her accent as she goes on. I think it might just be... Seems fairly regular with like a twinge of maybe West Country, sort of that area. Was he murdered?
The lieutenant shakes his head again.
Oh dear.
Yeah. By himself. Inadvertently. He never respected the sea. Went out there drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day he didn't come back. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
Actually, I was going to ask why you married a skunk, but...
She really likes those muscles, though. It's in the way she pronounces sinewy.
It's healthy to let go and move on. Got to keep the wheels spinning. Time really is the best cure for sorrow, isn't it? You should have thrown yourself in the waves after him. Nods sagely. What the fuck? Yeah, death is nothing. I shit on death. Right, so we've got 2 somewhat reasonable answers and 2 pure insanities. I wonder if Kim will actually step in and just be like, shut the fuck up.
Oh? The kids too, right? Working class people don't have that luxury. That's for rich folks. We just go on.
Whew, there's a sentiment. Suicide is a rich person's luxury.
I buried my man, mourned for a month, and that was it. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids. Not for the worst, at least.
Eesh.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her.
Pretty heavy stuff, though.
She looks like she's ready to go on a date
Oh,
with
for
another. Better, drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
No. No, we're not going to ask the widow of... No.
Do it! Hit on the widow! It's the right thing to do!
Oh my god. This fucking game. See, it's not going to work, is it? Kim's presence makes it awkward. Don't know a good spot yet. Explore the coast. Oh, okay. We've got to build up to it. She needs to go on a date with another drunk badly. Alright, let's... fuck's sake. Let's build up to it then. Is that your boat? Point at the overturned boat.
Sure is. The sun, I call her. Coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue.
Sunny days. Catch a snowflake in your palm, because it is snowing.
Aye. Sunny days. You got a problem with that?
Oh, I see. You're blind.
No, man. We have no quarrel with sunny days.
What is this? What?
Good. It would have been bad news had it turned out it wasn't a sunny day. Bad news for the skiff, bad news for the nets, bad news for the kids.
There's a moment's silence. She looks at the slushy snow melt on the yellow belly of the boat.
I thought that said Kim. I want to ask you something else, but it's Kim. When do you think the boat will be ready?
In time, when the sea turns and the winds settle, she will be ready.
So, what, next week or?
Waves wash the sand. A skiff moves across the mirror-smooth sea, far away from air. A lone passenger, a fast sloop in the distance. white cells.
Alright. What do you do around here?
Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff.
Tarring a little skiff. Is that enough to make a living?
Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
Alright, I think I get it. Let me ask you something else. Walking on the beach sounds quite romantic. I never thought the sea brought in anything particularly interesting. Interesting, what have you found? Yeah, I also walk around picking up junk.
Oh, very. Finding pieces of glass, bits of wood. Every once in a while we get dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once.
Good lord.
What else? Bottles, drugs also, lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass. Very romantic.
Wood and glass can be romantic.
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely.
Oh, right, okay. Interesting. But yeah, no, I wood and glass can be romantic. Glass of wine would have woody texture, flavour to the wine. That's the thing people say. Nailed it.
Mines. Mines. You need mines.
I was curious about the mines, but I need to know about those human bodies. A mine? The RCM could use a mine. Where is it? Drugs. I need info on this. Major narc. This place looks bad. Why don't you leave? So we can only ask one of these. Do we want to go with our druggy side, or do we want to indulge Conehead? And Conehead isn't even right, is it? Rhombus head, rectangle head, square head. Well, no, it's not square, is it? It's just pillar head. Pillar head. We'll go with pillar head. Now that we're halfway through the game. Alright, let's ask about the mines.
Well, the RCM has to wait for another one, because some army folks came by, took it in the middle of the bay and blew it up. The blast was surprisingly timid for such a huge spiky thing.
Oh, not a landmine, like a sea mine.
Spiky. Must have been a naval contact mine.
That's almost what I said. Well, that's a shame. I'm looking for someone. Maybe you can help?
Let's see. Who are you looking for?
Oh, several people. A working class husband.
Yeah, I'm not really looking for that anymore. Not much into the middle class ones either. I could use some landed gentry, but apparently they don't make those anymore.
The husband isn't for me. I'm looking for him for his wife.
I wish I could help you with that, but I haven't seen your working class husband. Maybe I can help you find someone else.
Maybe. I'm looking for missing cryptozoologists, and when I say I'm looking for them, I mean I forgot about them until this dialogue came back up.
I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate?
Yes, I will now go on a massive screed. Is that the right word? Diatribe? I don't know. People who look for imaginary animals, people who look for animals who are hard to find, people who look for animals mainstream scientists deny exist.
Aha! Like snowmen.
No. Snowmen? I haven't heard about those.
Two odd guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like.
Wait, the like?
Right. Not only snowmen, also green men, monkey men burning rhinos. You get the picture.
Is that... That might be who we're looking for, or that might just be some crazy people. Where did they go?
Don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen?
That's it. I'm not looking for anyone else right now.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
I am looking for someone else, actually. No, I guess that's it. Bye. Well, she seems nice, considering how mental we were. This is a barrel. With money in it. You can't see into the house from this angle. Okay, thanks. It's locked tight. What are you talking about, woman? Hang on, let me look at this wall. The street sign is illegible below the graffito. Hard to see the details. The colours, all warm and welcoming, are cosy though. A flower trough where nothing really grows. Maybe in spring. These are kids. This is not going to go well, is it?
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old.
In this world, it's impossible to be more than 5 years old. No.
He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
Oh, they're twins. Well, that certainly saves on the character models, although you're just using the same one flipped, but they've got different clothes in the actual never mind. You must be Lily Ann's twins. You guys look identical. Bye. You guys look the same, even though you don't.
The stone-kicking one becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if that's something to be scared of. The obvious fact that you just stated.
Facts can be scary.
He looks just like me.
They're voiced. Yeah, that's what I said.
The boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. Both of their hair is covered in some kind of dirt.
You're bad with kids.
The lieutenant remarks with evident glee. How could you... You're basing this off what, Kim? The fact that I tried to punch Kuno? That's not something we should talk about. And what are you, Kidmaster General?
Maybe I am. Now, how about some actual police work? We are not getting anything here.
Fuck you, Kim. You must be Lillian's twins.
This one doesn't say anything, kicking the concrete with his worn-out sneaker.
Lily's our mum.
That's what I just said again.
The stone kicker laughs suddenly. His head is too large for his shoulders.
See, I almost misread that there. I had the full stop in the wrong place. It was the stone kicker laughs. Suddenly his head is too large for his shoulders. I thought, Jesus Christ, what's some cranial expansion body horror shit going on? But no, thankfully his head is just always too large for his shoulders, which is only slightly less horrific.
The other one laughs as well. Maybe there's some kind of reason why they're laughing. An interesting reason, somehow tied to the case.
Yes, maybe. That seems logical. What are you laughing about?
The boy stops laughing and looks at his toes.
Are you laughing about your toes?
Oh, okay. So now he's shy. Now he's not talking. Just wobbling around like he's afraid of something.
Children are stupid. The scruffy-haired little kid laughs as though in agreement. Well...
You're stupid.
How fucking dare you? Kim, give me your gun. Okay, how about the policeman asks you something else now? I'm just going to leave now. I'm going to leave and not talk to you anymore. Police! Hands in the air.
Okay.
Fuck off. Well, that was worthwhile. Inside, you hear the cosy sound of some kind of heater sputtering. Old woman, you're under arrest. Washerwoman. The woman next to a bucket of clothes hums an odd melody. Her eyes are closed. No, they're not.
Welcome to the fishing village.
She opens
Please
her
lean in
eyes.
closer. I have cataracts.
Is it contagious? I don't want to...
Then how does she know you're here?
Oh, you actually are blind then, ish. If you can't see, then how do you know I was here?
I still have a golden ear. Come, come.
I thought you were going to say because I stink. What if I don't want to?
Tut tut. Don't be shy now. It's going to be all right.
Stranger danger. He says after just interrogating some kids. Lean forward.
Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
Alright.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
Trouble? Say the second thing, Bratan. Shows you got style.
Oh no. You know I can't refuse you, horrific necktie. What he said, we're cops. We don't cause trouble, we take care of trouble. We're cops, we're hellraisers. Click, click, bang, bang.
No, you're not.
Oh,
I've seen you around here before. 12 years ago. You
really?
didn't raise any hell. You were quite helpful, actually. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
What? I've been here before?
No, not you personally. I meant the RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another. Locked himself in that woodshed over there.
Oh. How have I never picked up on that in any of my other playthroughs, if that's the room with the red chair? It just has murdery vibes about it.
He was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him, and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place. Somewhere more quiet.
What kind of an ill omen are we talking about? I am totally an ill omen. It's exactly what I've been telling everyone. The end is here. We will say that, but not yet.
Oh, the usual. Dark tidings. Black hound.
That's you, all right. A black hound licking your own heels.
Wait, how do you lick your own heels? How did... I am totally an ill omen. I am the apocalypse doomsayer bringer man.
You're not. No one around here considers us an ill omen. People would have told us.
Yeah, well maybe they just don't want to talk to you, Kim, because you're too nice.
Maybe they are afraid.
Or they're afraid. Why would they be afraid?
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here.
That's circular logic.
As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then. Because that's the kind of fishing village we've built. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage. And not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone. Searching for treasure. So are others.
Don't worry about it. I found a parking spot.
Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
What is in this so-called fishing village? Is it Cthulhu?
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist.
Do you mean you don't exist in this dimension?
This is pretty much a non-place. A gap. A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
There's got to be something here.
Over there, you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's the pox.
The pox?
Between here and Jamrock, a dusty sea of old trees, all covered in industrial soot. Small houses under them, an overgrown park.
The pox?
An old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be, during the time of the suzerain. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets. and makeshift cinder block houses. Shacks as far as the eye can see.
What happened to Shack? I mean, what happened to the hospital?
The goodwill ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now.
Who else lives in this village?
Well, there's Lillian and her kids.
Oh, we met her.
A few new folks live in the house to the east,
We haven't met them.
but they are away right now.
That's why we haven't met them.
And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them.
Very open-minded of you. I met Lillian and her twins already.
Lillian is tough. Tougher than the men here, at least. If it wasn't for her and the kids, this place wouldn't have a spark of life left.
I haven't seen any drunks yet, though.
Sooner or later, you'll see for yourself. Don't have to look long to find these guys.
Is there a way to make a little money around here?
Here? For you? No, officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about.
So that's why there's money everywhere.
Under carts, boats, in little boxes. It's not hard to find.
No, we found most of it already, I think. Alright, there's another topic I'd like to address.
She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
What's further down the coast?
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
Why is it abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
What else is on down coast? Is that a real... Does that work as a sentence? I guess so.
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
Which is it then, apartments or electrical plant?
I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be something. Before the war. I wasn't here then, you know. Was born in Samara.
Anything else of note?
Of note?
That's what I
The
said.
old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's closed.
Who'd want to come to a fish market here?
No one. That's why it's closed.
Oh,
It was once a bustling place, back when I was young, and so was everyone else. Now, what catch we do bring in goes straight into a lorry for the Delta or somewhere else.
that's it. There's got to be more along the coast.
What? You're one of those real estate people with big plans?
No, I'm a police
If
officer.
you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Land's End.
Okay.
Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible. And now you know everything there is to know about this coast.
She drops a bar of soap into the bucket with a splash. Tell me about yourself. Who exactly are you here, old woman?
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie.
Isabel Sadie.
Now it's your turn, Mr.
I lost my name. Lieutenant W. Freighter Harriet Dubois. My name is Afra. See, even he seems tired with it there because he's sighing. My name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Your parents must have had big plans for you. Wonder if you measured them.
Clearly I did.
The question must be prompted by your sloppy posture. Straighten your back, man.
Shut up, you never talk to me. Can't just chip in when you like. Probably because we've got no points in you, isn't it? 3. Where could someone stay around here?
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave.
I'm not most people.
That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shop.
Her soapy thumb points to the building behind her. How much is it?
I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
Wait, you're just giving it to me? I'm not sure it's appropriate for the RCM to accept free accommodations. There's this guy, Gart, who makes me give him money every night just so I don't die out in the cold.
That's exactly how they get ya. That's why we built our own cinder block houses on the seaside. So we don't have to give money to those crooks. We might not look like much, but they are ours.
Wait, why isn't anyone using the room?
My kids grew up and left like they do. The house is long empty now. I live in the small side attachment. It's easier and cheaper to keep warm.
You've got yourself a tenant. No, I don't want a free room. It's not proper. One more time, I can just have the room?
Aye. The room is pretty bare bones, but it's got a bed and roof over it. That's more than some folks have around here.
I don't mean much. This sounds just fine. Unfortunate that incremental development hasn't elevated this neighbourhood yet. I see potential here. Fuck's sake. Now this is real Revacholian hospitality. That Gart must be half kipped or something. Nod. This could be the first chapter of my rags to riches memoir. It would help me stay in touch with the proletariat. What a selection. Free market nonsense, fascist nonsense, or communist nonsense. Or whatever that is. See if she suddenly refuses because for me being a massive racist.
Go ahead. Call
Oof.
people rude things. We've heard worse here. Now, are you interested or not?
Shit. Should have gone for one of the other ones, shouldn't I? Because could have got me money or experience. But I'm trying to see parts of this game I haven't before. So I'm choosing the racist options and it's going to get me fucking killed. So, maybe next time. You got yourself a tenant.
Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the police.
Yeah,
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you.
yeah,
Here,
because I'm
in the
not
shack.
fucking... Yeah, don't say it like that. It makes it sound bad. But yeah, now I don't have to pay Gart anymore. Thank fuck for that. See, that's the upside to that. But unfortunately, you only get it at this point on the 3rd day. So you can still fuck up, as we nearly did. Or as we definitely did in... Kim? Are you alright? Kim? Kim, I'm not sure I feel that way about you. It's, I'm flattered and everything, but... Kim? He couldn't stand all my political nonsense. He's finally lost it. He's having a seizure. Well, that happened. Construction material. Whoever planned to build this house left in a hurry. Well, since Kim might be about to, I don't know, no clip and spring off the map for all I know, we'll probably leave it there. Right. Yes. Cheers for watching then, and next time we'll explore more of this coast and yeah, and probably fuck up more things, but yeah, I've got no good outro this time. I mean, arguably I never have a good outro. It's always just this kind of rambling bullshit, but this time I just don't have an attempt even. So remember, kids, always have an attempt, unless you're no, don't even try. Bye.